So the window guys actually showed up today, and I got both cars done. There's a lot of time in kind of retrimming those. It always takes longer to put stuff back together, but both are more or less done, which is good news. Then we were expecting the leather guy to finish up the caramel seat. That was a no-show today, so hopefully tomorrow. And then just across the board, work on the 335 with the coolant pump or the electric water pump. That's on the way. Thermostat's on the way. He's approved that. Front left axle, outer boot was torn. So that's on the way. All the wheels are tight on the car, and the suspension's all original at 93,000 miles, but it's tired, but it's okay. So I'm not making any serious recommendations there yet. It's kind of a monitor type thing, but it's just another nuts day across the board. And I'm dead. I mean, 9:30. I used to go to bed at like 3 a.m. and now it's 9:30. Man, adulthood hits hard. But I got caught up on vlogs today. I talked to an electrical guy today who's going to be doing some lights at the shop. I talked to the 3D printer guy, so he brought back the Sirius bracket, and I had him lower the module. So if the bracket's, for the sake of numbers, 10 inches high, it used to sit in the middle with the center of the module at 5. And what I'm having him do is justify the module to the bottom. And that's going to do one big thing for us. That's going to give us compatibility with the standard E39 in addition to the M5, or really it's going to give us compatibility for non-nav and navigation cars in theory. We're going to modify the bracket a little bit to be able to fit behind the nav carpet door and whatever carpet door I have in my 540, which has the CD changer. So if you didn't have a CD changer and I made a door for no CD changer, it might not fit there, but I feel like most E39s I see have the little cutout rectangle for the changer. But he did a 3D printed copy. It's going to be stamped steel and bent steel or metal. I don't know what type of metal, but he did a 3D printed version just to test fitment. And there's 2 holes close to the rear of the bracket that aren't for screws, but there's these studs that stick out of the bottom of the main bracket that holds like the amplifier and the CD changer and everything in there. And those holes are a little bit off, which is affecting fitment. So I'm just gonna have them make those holes significantly larger and move them to the new location to give us more wiggle room and more options in terms of fitment. So he seems really invested in the project. He really wants to work with us. I showed him some other BMW parts that are either cost prohibitive or in very low supply and high demand. And he's looking at that like, oh yeah, we could probably do this. We could use this method here. So it's a really good relationship. I hope we can come up with something and work together here for a while. He's doing house calls for us. I really like the guy. So that's good news. In the meantime, factory brackets back in my car to put back together. I've got the M5 again tonight. 540 is ready to drive. It's just, I've been having fun in the M5, so it's up at the shop. We got another wet, rainy weekend. I think I mentioned we postponed the drive yet again. We're gonna be pushing this out into mid-May now, which is insane because the original date of this drive was March 30th, which was rained out. And then we tried to go to April 6th, but the restaurant wasn't available. So we went to April 13th, and now they're calling rain. And next weekend is La Jolla Concours. And the following Saturday, I'm flying very far east, which I can't wait for. It's been a long time. We got a fun trip coming up. And then the following Saturday, I'm still there. The Saturday after that, I think, is the 18th of May. And we're gonna try that. But the drive is out to Borrego Springs. It's gonna be 100 degrees out there in May. And some of the people are saying, well, let's just roll the dice. Let's just go anyways. If it rains, it rains. And it's like, no. 1, we don't drive that car in the rain. 2, it has no windshield wipers on it. 3, it's going to be 40 degrees that morning. And 4, we're not doing it, period. It's a non-starter. You don't drive Ferraris in the rain. Hey, it's 40 degrees and storming today. Let's go drive out in the desert. That's just a dumb idea. Anyways, I'm on to bed. I'm going to get a bunch of sleep tonight, I hope. Tomorrow's Friday already. We're putting an end to the week, and I'll talk to you then. Good night.